You are great in your knowledge, and by all measures you have advanced in knowledge far beyond us and the scribes, Pharisees, astrologers, even the elders and the philosophers. Therefore, come join our society, be one of us and teach us your knowledge. But Jmmanuel answered, saying, Even if I were to teach you my knowledge, it would not agree with your teachings, because you follow incomplete human wisdom, whereas I adhere to spiritual wisdom. Therefore, I think that our different teachings would be incompatible with each other. It is also not my inclination to spread my knowledge and teachings in secret, as you do, since your secret association of essence is unauthorized. But let me think over the pros and cons for 3 days, and whether I will then tell you yes or no, because I must first think about everything before I give you my last word on it. And Jothan said, Be it as you say. Peace be with you. Go and give us an answer in 3 days, if you want to speak your word then. But Jmmanuel departed from there, fleeing from the city with his following, and traveled east, far into the country. And Jmmanuel said to his followers, Behold, the association of the essence lives according to an erroneous religious cult, though its followers gather much from my teachings. Their old philosophy, however, is not the teaching of truth, knowledge, love, logic, wisdom, and the laws of creation. Therefore, it is incorrect and not of adequate or real value. But they have recognized this and are now weaving my truthful teachings into their teachings of half-truths, to create from this new doctrine so that they can demean me by calling me one of them. They will claim that I am affiliated with their society and that they had helped me from the beginning of my life. And they will even say that my teachings stem from the knowledge of their cult, and that they had saved me from the cross because I was one of them. They will claim that all my followers were from their cult, and they will also claim that I am the Son of God. But I tell you that I have never belonged to this association of essence and that I have nothing in common with it or its followers, thus I also never received help from them. The association of the essence will not be the only group to make use of my name. Many cults will come forth in my name and will thus consider themselves great and will want to dazzle the people thereby. Similarly, people will establish peculiar cults and will glorify me in them, so as to be more credible, whereby the public can be further enslaved and exploited. And so, many cults will be established in my name, but their purpose will only be to enslave people in their consciousness and freedom, thereby bringing the cults great power over the people, the land and the money. But I tell you that no cult will be righteous if it does not recognize creation alone as the highest power and does not live according to its laws and directives. And no cult will exist that preaches the truthful teachings, the knowledge or the truth. It will be 2 times 1,000 years before the time comes when my teachings will be preached anew, without being falsified. This will occur when false doctrines and erroneous cults, when lies and fraud, and when deception by the conjurers of the dead and of spirits, by the soothsayers and clairvoyants, as well as by all the charlatans of the truth, will be at their peak. Until then, false cults, as well as liars, deceivers, charlatans, conjurers of the dead and of spirits, false soothsayers, clairvoyants, and false mediums pretending to speak for supernatural, other dimensional and extraterrestrial beings from the depths of the universe, will be so numerous that they can no longer be counted. And such cults will be built upon human blood, hatred, greed and power, on lies and deceptions, and on cheating, misunderstanding, self-deception, confusion of consciousness and illusion. But just as they will have arisen, so will they be destroyed, because the truth will triumph. For there is no untruth that will not be denounced as a lie. There is nothing hidden that will not become revealed. Humans will recognize what is before their faces, and what is hidden from them will reveal itself when they search for the truth and the enlightenment of wisdom. But the truth lies deep within the laws of creation, and there alone should humankind seek and find it. Those who seek shall not stop seeking until they find, and when they find, they will be profoundly shocked and astonished, but then they will rule over the universe. May humans recognize from this that the kingdom is within them and outside of them. Chapter 36. Humankind and Creation. It came to pass that Jmmanuel preached of humanity and of creation as he went eastward with a caravan. He said, humans should look upwards to the stars, for majestic peace and grandeur rule there. As though by immutable law and order, the infinite and everlasting changes take place there over days, months, years and beyond for centuries, millennia and millions of years. Humans, however, should also look downward upon the earth, for there, as well, is creational activity and endless becoming and passing away, and life and existence, toward ever newly developing forms. Greatness, excellence and beauty rule harmoniously where nature is left to itself. But where traces of human order are at work, their pettiness, disgrace and ugliness testify to alarming disharmony. With inflated chest, humankind calls itself the crown of creation, and yet it is not cognizant of creation and sets persons on a level with it. But this humankind, which has tamed fire and rules the earth, will not go far. Without a doubt, humans will learn to harness water and air, but in the process they will forget to be cognizant of creation above them and of its laws. Thus they will also forget to seek truth, knowledge, love, respect, life, logic, true freedom, and wisdom, and they will forget to live peacefully with each other. Their battle cry will be warfare, for they want to attain power through violence. But when they believe they have power in their hands, they will use it for enslavement and bloodshed, exploitation, brutality, crime, and degeneration. They will speak of honor, freedom and knowledge, but in truth these will be only hypocrisy, coercion and false teachings. Thus, in the future, humankind will lose its face and display an evil and false mask. Many will degenerate into beasts and spend their earthly days without knowledge and conscience. Human ambitions and desires will be directed only toward acquisition, power, lust, addiction and greed. With their intellect, humans will arrange the things of this world to make them subservient, regardless of the fact that in so doing they break the laws of nature and destroy nature itself in many ways. They will no longer trust in the eternal truths, which are anchored in the laws of nature. Through self-deception, they will find more meaning in the human sciences than in all the values of the laws of nature and creation. In their confusion, humans will believe in this erroneous, self-created, pathetic philosophy of life, which will be produced through the cult's confused teachings and through arrangements of human laws and vagaries of the principles that govern nations. Humans will want to control their lives by external means, because they will have forgotten to be aware of their own essence from the creational point of view. Through deceitful means they will delude, cheat and exploit their fellow humans in the entire world. And wherever trust and truth still exist, they will change it into distrust and untruth, and in so doing they will get farther and farther away from the true life.